What's up again, WrestlingFigz fans, and we are back with another video. And in this video I just want to show off a couple of figures from my collection, and we're gonna start with the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Now, just like many wrestling fans, Shawn Michaels is actually my all-time favorite wrestler. So when I first thought about buying some wrestling figures, the only figure that I actually wanted to put on my shelf was this figure. And I didn't want any other figures. But the thing is, once you buy one figure, you end up thinking, well, shall I get this character and shall I get this one to go with that one? And now, because of this, I now have, at this point in time, 58 wrestling figures stuck on my bookshelf. So let's take a look at the packaging real quick. Now, this is a ringside exclusive, and it comes in the Elite box. But this one, if you look here, kind of has that Shawn Michaels like pattern that he usually has inside of his hearts, or on these little, I always used to call it like cow print, but I don't know what you want to call that. But anyway, I think the packaging looks really cool. It's kind of, you know, custom to Shawn Michaels. We got a cool image of the Heartbreak Kid kind of on the front here and on the side. On the other side of the box, he's down at the bottom. And on the back, we got a completely different image of Shawn Michaels and a really long bio that's usually on these ringside exclusives. So if you want to take a read of that, if you can see it, you can pause the video now and take a read. If not, let's take a look at the figure itself. Now, as you can see, it's the old school Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. So this is what he looked like when he just left the Rockers with Marty Jannetty and he went on his solo career. And I think this is probably my favorite Shawn Michaels look. To me, this is the best Shawn Michaels, that kind of young, arrogant, sexy boy. I think it looks really good. You know, he's a lot smaller than some other elites, which I like, because when I used to collect the Jakks or the Hasbro wrestlers as a kid, they all kind of were the same size. So to have like a Hasbro Shawn Michaels against, say, a Hasbro Hulk Hogan, it never looked right. And the same for Jakks. If I had a Jakks figure, you know, Shawn Michaels versus, say, the Big Show, they were the same size. So it's cool to have a Shawn Michaels that, you know, looks in proportion to what Shawn Michaels did look like back then. It's got these really cool old school Shawn Michaels tights on, which I absolutely love. They got the knee pads, you got awesome boots down there. Also comes with those Shawn Michaels like motorcycle gloves that he used to wear, and this really cool jacket. I love that jacket. Also the sunglasses, the earrings, and the Shawn Michaels mullet. This figure is Shawn Michaels. There's nothing bad I have to say about this figure, to be honest. It's probably one of my favorite figures in my collection. Like I said, it is the first figure in my collection, so it's going to hold a special place in my heart. But let's take a look at another figure. Now, back when Shawn Michaels went on his solo run, before he was just winning matches all the time on his own, he was a heel wrestler and he needed a lot of help. He would either cheat to win or he would use his insurance policy, Diesel. So because we're looking at Shawn Michaels, we're going to look at Shawn Michaels' longtime partner and friend and member of the clique, Kevin Nash, also known as Diesel. Now, this Elite is from the Hall of Fame 2015 collection. So it comes in that Hall of Fame packaging that we've seen before. On the side of the box, we've got a cool picture of Diesel. On the other side, the same picture and which class of Hall of Fame he was from, 2015 like we said. On the back, we've got a completely different picture of Diesel and a little bio down here. So let's take a look who else came in this series. And we got Jake the Snake Roberts, George the Animal Steel, and Rowdy Roddy Piper. Out of these three people on this one, I would definitely like to get my hands on a Jake the Snake and a Roddy Piper. The figure itself comes with a couple of accessories. It comes with that Diesel jacket that he's wearing at the moment. It comes with a cool pair of shades that you can see in there. And it also comes with the old school Intercontinental Championship. Absolutely love that belt. And it's always a huge bonus to have a figure that comes with a belt. I love that. If you take a look at Shawn Michaels, if I try and get their feet kind of lined up, you can see there is definitely a difference in size. Diesel is a lot bigger than Shawn Michaels. He's got the Diesel vest underneath there. He's got his long trousers with the little frilly things on the sides. I love that look. And the face scan, I think, is really cool. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely seeing Kevin Nash, aka Diesel, in there. It's also got a mullet. So, you know, it goes with the Shawn Michaels that comes with a mullet. These two figures right here are two of my favorite looking figures. I absolutely love them too. And to end this video, guys, we got a cool little package in the post this morning, and I know what's in here, so I thought I'm going to show it off during this video because it actually does go with these two figures. Now later on, once Shawn Michaels had become a member of DX, he once again had a new insurance policy. At this point, Diesel had left and gone to WCW, so Shawn Michaels now employed Ravishing Rick Rude. A quick look at the packaging. On the side we got a picture of Rick Rude, on the other side the same picture, on the back the same, and there's no real information or anything on here except from the other figures that come in this line. We've got another John Cena, we got Rick Rude, and we got Erwin R. Shyster, also known as IRS. The figure comes with this really cool robe. It actually has that old school 80s look to it. Even in the box, it looks like it's from an old 80s toy to me. It looks very retro, the colors, the design, everything about it to me. It doesn't look like something that would come in a new modern toy, which goes perfectly well with this 80s wrestler. You can't really see it whilst it's in the box, but it has a nice design on the side, as Rick Rude would always wear some of the coolest tights in wrestling at that time period. You know, sometimes he'd put his opponents on the side or a championship belt, usually Intercontinental. But I think on this one it's a couple of like women's faces. His body looks good. The only thing about this one that's not up to these standards of the Shawn Michaels and Diesel is the face scan. So this one also comes with like a kind of mullet. So it seemed like Shawn Michaels really loved the mullet and loved associating himself with people with mullets. But the actual face scan itself, even though if you was to show me a picture of this and ask who I think it is, I would say Rick Rude, and it does look like Rick Rude. It looks like it's supposed to be Rick Rude, but it doesn't look 100% like it is Rick Rude. I do have another Rick Rude figure loose that I've actually customized. I took the head off it and put it onto a JBL body, but if you look at this face scan, to me that looks exactly like Rick Rude. It's got that Rick Rude pout. So I think if you compare it to this one here, I would say that this one on the right looks a lot more like Rick Rude, and I think they should have used this face scan on this body here. And we may as well take a quick look at the Rick Rude that I have customized. Like I said, this is from a different Rick Rude. The body is JBL, so we won't really care about that. We don't talk about JBL. Not a huge fan of him. We've looked at the Bradshaw figure in the past, and that's as far as my fandom for JBL goes. But the face scan on this Rick Rude I think is really, really good. Like I said, I think it should have been on this figure. Even on the side of the box, I think if you look there and there, to me, you know, it looks great. They should have gone with this. But anyway, if you ignore the JBL head that I've put on top of this Rick Rude body, I literally just put it on there for safekeeping. I think this Rick Rude is another great figure. It comes with those crazy tights that I spoke about earlier on, this time with a picture of Rick Rude's face on there. On one boot we have the word Simply, on the other Ravishing. The body's great, and I believe it is the same body and arms used for the Elite behind. It comes with this tattoo, which I think looks good. It's got a good bit of detail on there. There's not much detail going on, but you know, that's the kind of tattoo it is. It's that old school look. But yeah, this Rick Rude with this head and this body, to find mint in the box, I think is a lot more expensive than the one behind, so that's why I went with that one. But I would love for Mattel to release an official DX Rick Rude, and that's the reason I customized this figure to kind of go with my DX collection, because I've always wanted a Rick Rude figure when he was in DX. And now that we're getting a China figure soon, I think we should definitely get a DX Rick Rude. Even if it came exactly like this, I would definitely pay money just for the box to have him in there, because I think it looks great. Looking at that figure there, I think it looks awesome, and I definitely would love to have a DX Rick Rude. So there you have it, guys. We got Shawn Michaels, Diesel, and the Ravishing Rick Rude. Two of these figures from my collection, and one of them fresh from the post. I think this is a really good set to have. It's Shawn Michaels with his 2 insurance policies, and I hope that you like them as well. But yeah, so there it is, guys. 3 cool figures. Thanks for watching WrestlingFigz.